That's better. I have now gotten myself a drink because, oh my god, that was way worse than I thought it was. Hi, what happened to my thing? My map went away. There we go. I apparently tapped the R2 button. I need to move my fan. It is hot. It didn't actually get that hot today, but our air conditioner did not go on for a very long while, and now I'm just like sitting here hot. There we go. Oop. I passed. I need to go to Nell again. We have a few things that we need to do before our journey officially begins. And yes, I do need something from this pathetic village. Wow, man, that is hot. And we can speak to Julie if we want to, but we have absolutely zero need to. The first thing I want to do is stop by the Tinker. It's a very small stop, but I do want it. I'm going to talk to this guy. The fruit knife is a very small thing, but we can come back and do it later. We can do something with it later. That makes my life just a little tiny bit easier. The next thing I want to do is go to... Where'd the bakery go? Right here. The gap is formed in the stone bread oven while we were closed. Oh, Noob, I hear you're off to travel. Remember this, a man should act with dignity. Keep your chin up. And she has her eyes on the mere pebble which Noob has. We're going to be doing something of a straw trader thing, except it's not going to be of increasing items. It's just going to be gaining an item that people needs and trading it for something else. What, from your grandpa? Grandma? This pebble for me? And we have relinquished the mere pebble to the bakery woman. I don't know how she does it, but this looks like just the right stone. Great, it fits in the gap perfectly. Your grandma, she seems senile, but she's far from it. She's a mystery. To show my thanks, take this. And we've acquired bread crust. Well, that's a pretty simple one. It'll get a little bit more complicated later. Next thing I want to do is check out this house. And I believe it's this room. Yep, this is it. Nope, well done. I always thought you were a promising youth. You can even make people laugh with your shadow. Alright, I've made up my mind. Here, I'm going to give you this. This is a Cyphertext created by a secret society I belong to. We have acquired Cyphertext 1. Can you solve the mystery of the Cyphertext? If you successfully solve the mystery, you can join our team. I remember most of these, but we are going to, there's one or two I remember that are pretty obscure. And now I'm going to go to Shop Other One. A very weird name, but this is our item shop for tonight. I only have 1,000, but really honestly... Okay, recover from KO, but I don't think it's an auto item. I don't need anything else, but... I'll pick up 10 nuts. What the heck, we'll pick up 5 purging stones because they're kind of cheap. Money is very hard to store up in this game, which is... terrible for early game. It's not as bad later, but it is pretty crap when one of the items that you can get for a character costs like 120,000 and you're going off of scratch money, basically. Spare change from whenever you fight something. We're gonna go ahead and save. Because I've now avoided most of the talky bits. There's a few more bits of conversation, but I'm not going to do huge voice acting for them immediately. Now it's time to take the... I believe this is the... No, this is not. This is Tenel Forest. I was about to call this the Rumile Plains. Nope, that's later. This is Tenel Forest. They do all have, all the routes do have name descriptions. Oh, let's take a look at that Cyphertext. Cyphertext 1, Mystery Doc from the Elder of Tenel. And we have a weird, seemingly nonsense phrase. But if you read it backwards, it says, "The circus is here, let's go to the grounds." So that's a pretty easy one to do. So let's go ahead and talk to the guy here. Congratulations, you've passed. From now on, you're a member of the World Crypto Organization. The World Crypto Organization is a great organization. It searches for the world's secrets through ciphers. We are studying the creation and decoding of ciphers. Now we give you, the newcomer, the following command. The cipher indicates the location somewhere in Madrid. So we've now acquired Cyphertext number 2. And we're heading off to Madrid, so we'll be able to actually figure that out pretty quickly here. Decode this one, newcomer. You must live up to the group's expectations. Let's go ahead and take a look at that while we're here. Cyphertext 2. Mystery Doc from the creepy guy at the circus by Tenel. Cyphertext 2. And we notice this weird sort of numbers and letters, and there's a couple of pages of it. I'll explain exactly what it says a little bit more in detail, but it is a place in Madrid. But now we are off. I don't believe there's anything too special over here. We'll have to wait until about right here. Yep, we found Tiny Gear number 2. There are 4 overworld routes. Each of them will have 8 tiny gears. I have now found 2 of them. The next ones start to get a little bit more complicated. So let's go ahead and cross this bridge. And we have a ghost. Oh, here are some low-class evil beings, like the one in the church that I smashed for you. I have only a stick, but I beat them up with it. But, Save, you should improve your skills. Now, Save, destroy that one there. A true servant of mine should be able to do this easily. Now, go. Oh, dear. Well, we can apologize. Start up some banter. Or give up. Let's start up some friendly banter. Noob says hi in a friendly way. The ghost isn't listening. And who is this? Wait a minute! Ha! I like this character, so I'm not giving her a wacky voice. Phew! Recently, there's so many cruddy ghosts around. Are you okay? Thank you. Phew! Thank you? What an optimistic attitude. Don't walk around here so vulnerable like that. In addition, you don't even have a weapon. I can't believe it. Hold on a sec. Here, take this. Fight against ghosts with this. It's a cheapie, but it's better than nothing. And we have acquired our leftover sword. You're a boy. You should not be such a sissy, okay? You got it? Can I have your name? Oh no, it's already late. I have to go now or he will... I gotta go. Can I have your name? Pull yourself together, young boy. See you. Damn, I didn't have time to appear. By the way, what was it anyway? A pathetic thing, Slave. 2 lowly beings show up and you cower like a troll. Then you were saved by some passing woman. Oh well, be grateful that my evil hand is merciful to my servants, and may render aid from time to time. You must still become stronger. Discipline yourself by giving these lower evil beings a thrashing. You'll have issues if you can't protect yourself. Don't forget your shadow is important to me now. And all that basically means is we now fight monsters. And we'll start with this one. It's a wild cow. It's actually kind of durable. Ooh! He's kind of strong too. This area generally isn't too terrible, though. I will be trying to get myself up to 5, and I should be able to do that really without too much of an issue. And we get our battle result information as usual. Item, money. Yeah, see, we only get $5. Alrighty. I believe it's down this way we can get a couple of items. I don't know what that nut is, but it doesn't allow me to pick it up. There's a chest over here. And we have acquired a holly, which is an accessory item that I believe boosts luck. But I think we are already equipped with it. Yeah. Spike leaf wards off evil spirits, luck +1. But I already have it. I already have one on. Drawing the landscape around this river is pretty hard. No, this perspective doesn't work. Oh no! I tried to erase it with my finger and the canvas became completely black. Bread crust is the best for erasing a charcoal drawing, but I don't have... And he has his eye on the bread crust that we received from the baker not too long ago. Well, it's bread crust. Are you giving it to me? Yeah, we'll go ahead and give it to him. Thank you. In return, I'll give you this worn brush. Well, you acquired the worn brush. These first couple of them I remember somewhat easily. It'll be later ones in the chain that I have trouble with. But we get a pretty good accessory item out of it if we finish it all. We have more of these perky frogs, but at least this time they don't come with a ghost. Still pretty easy. And I believe that'll be a level up. If I can find another ghost, it'll give me a hell of a lot of experience points, but I don't know if I will. Nope, no level up yet. Alrighty. If we cross the bridge, though, I can go under here. There we go. Oh. I believe that is called a square rhino? Yep. There's also a bestiary. I don't know if there's a bestiary attached to this. I don't think there is. So unfortunately, we don't get any, like, amusing little dialogues about him. They do have elemental stuff, but that doesn't really play into this early. And there we go, we have gained a level up. Oh yeah, 40 HP, our attack and defense increased, and our MP actually did go up from 10 to 11. MP's a little weird in Okage, with third tiny gear. MP's a little bit weird in Okage. If you see that LP10, that's our group's magic meter. But the problem is... Ari has 11 magic. So first of all, it's very, very hard to recover. But two, once we get another character, our MP is going to shoot up dramatic. Our group MP is going to shoot up dramatically, but everybody borrows from the same thing. Oh, I'm going to actually do a defense thing because I want to see if I can get this thing to get out of attack. Oh. It's in the middle of it. It's not going to do it. It just farted out a fireball at me. There we go. Yep, it farted a fireball. There we go. I think that attack is hilarious. And here we have our first little thing. Let me see. This is where I start getting confused about where the tiny gears are. I start putting them in some really odd places on the map. I will definitely be using a... Oh, apparently we dropped out for a little bit. I apologize if that is the case. Man-eating onions are pretty easy. They're bad though because they can come in groups of up to 5, and they'll wear you down. Especially early on, they'll wear you down. Later on, they can come in groups of 10, but then you have like party members. Yeah, we don't go through this whole game, so this first part is just Ari. Also, that leftover sword actually looked pretty nice. Didn't get much experience either. They only gave me about 30 each. I believe there's something over here. Oh, that is a tiny gear. I believe that makes 4. And I believe the next one actually is right over here. Yep. I already found the tiny gear. I'm gonna go ahead and use a nut. This game is a game over if Ari dies, so unfortunately it gets a little annoying. And we have a rabbit of some sort. Airy bunny. Pretty easy. Most of the early game shouldn't give you that much, doesn't really give that much trouble. I don't know why they put the one stupid, ridiculously hard fight in the thing. And make it possible for you to die in like the first fucking area. In the first fight that you ever have to have. Hello, sir. I saw it at the shore of a lake further down the south. Soldiers were walking in line guarding some incredible beauty. She must be a princess. We'll hear more about this princess later. For now, I forget if there is an item over here. Does not look like it, and we are about to encounter somebody else, but first, another cow. I actually think this enemy is kind of cute. Of all the early game designs, he's actually pretty cute. The wild cow. I say he because I'm going to assume because of the horns. He also looks like a bobblehead, which is somewhat amusing. Apparently, I got a critical hit of some sort, because that last hit did 39. Well, how come I didn't get that one first? It gave me a decent amount of experience for the one enemy. Oh, apparently will not let me go that way. There we go. We encounter another character. And this one I am going to give a voice, if I can do this correctly. Huh? What? It might take me a while to get into this. My past calculations predicted that my present calculations will show nothing. What is it? Have you taken root here, sir? What is it? Do you want to know who I am? I want to know when you'll move. I am the famous ghost expert, Guten Kisling, or Guten. My hobby is clipping toenails. Well, you have guts to speak your name aloud in my presence. I am Evil King Stan, the Lord of Darkness and Evil. How do you do? My hobbies are world conquest and harassment of fake evil kings. Huh, see the difference? I'm a superior class of being. Now get out of my way! You're still green. A person like you would tell stale jokes that any passerby wouldn't understand. My main concern is to construct a new paradigm by hypothesizing the dichotomy of light wave particle, relationships to superdimensional, non-corporeal, malicious existence exuding into the observable planes, and how it permeates corporeal ideas of positive and negative morality through, and its numerous permutations through... See the results of dictionary abuse? Ah, no scientific, but I'll just get out of my way and take your theories with you. Based on that theory. Also, I'd like to point out, it sounded to me like he was trying to explain why ghosts exist. That's why that piece of dialogue always amuses me. Based on that theory, in order to establish a feasible hypothesis to plot empirical data, we must... the retreating figure and the drizzling rain on a dark and cold road and other metaphysical metaphors. Bending time and reality. And there you have it. Cool, awesome, right on. Guten Kizke. That's me. So long. Excuse me, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, we'll be seeing more of him later. I believe my main concern here actually is the frog. Oh, I do have some skills. I'm just not using them yet because these enemies are so pathetically easy. I believe Ari starts out with 2? And I'm about to actually level up and get a 3rd. Which helps, because the next one is actually very useful in the early game. Well, balanced out by the fact that I don't get that much MP. Hello. I am a mysterious woman. I use mysterious words and deal in mysterious arts. Currently in Madrid, there are 2 gangs. They're involved in a terrible conflict. Please, don't go! It's dangerous! You're going anyway, aren't you? Oh, no! Why don't you, use those mysterious arts to get away from them? Also, that ghost apparently saw that and just noped the fuck out. I'll teach you to intrude. Wow, I missed. Yeah, see, that can happen during the fight with, That can happen during the fight with the ghost. Wow! Really? Jesus Christ, 2 missed in a row and you take out frickin' 30 of my... frickin' 16 of my health points. I was gonna say 30 because I was at 30 and it reduced me to 14, so that's 16. There you go. Thought process. I'm gonna use another nut. They're only 10, so I'm not too concerned. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing one, but I'll go around and get it this other way. Where are we? Nope, not this way. There we go. Wait. Yep, there we go. But let's attack this ghost first. I apologize if this is a little tiny bit grindy. If I do it now, I'll have less of a problem later. I need, like, 2 more health? No, 2 more levels? One of them shouldn't be that hard, but I may have to do a little bit more grinding. Ooh, I got a first fight charm. What doth that do? I think that's an equip item for accessory. Or guard, it says. Gift for beginners for their first battle, defense +1. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, because I'm a little frail, and since Ari dies, the game is over. Since the game is over if Ari dies. Ooh, a wild strawberry. That's actually very, very useful, and it's a huge item. It will restore magic points by like 25. But magic point items are extremely rare, so I probably will not be using that until way later. Typically, it's best to save magic for dungeon-type areas unless you have like wide swaths of enemies. Because then it'll just take out a bunch of enemies in one go. One more fight will give me a level up, it looks like. And I am looking for this tree. There's our tiny gear. I believe that's 5, and we have 2 more on the route. Wild cow is pretty easy. If this starts to get really tedious, I may start pulling these out on the YouTube versions. Ooh, 18 wasn't even enough to kill it. There we go. And we've gotten a cool $5 and a level up. And we have learned Mend, which is a HP recovery. It's a very small HP recovery. And we have increased to 45 HP. I need one more level. But we are very close to the end of the road. Oh, here we go. I'll try out my other ability that I can do here. So I have Mend, which takes 4 of my LP and restores 30 HP. It's okay for early game stuff, but it very quickly becomes accompanied by the fact that I can get Big Nuts, which will restore 50 fairly easily. Decoy basically just means all the enemies will pay attention to me and won't attack any allies I have. And Overdrive. Overdrive has 2 functions. I'm going to see if I can pull one of them off right here. So the first thing that Overdrive does is it increases my attack offensive power, which means I now hit like a brick already. It costs out of HP to use though, so it's best to hold off on it and not do it all that often unless you have a shit ton of healing items, but that's really, honestly, I wouldn't recommend it because it takes like 15% of Ari's HP off, but it does something else. Instead of just attacking, we now have access to the burst command. It's the only thing in the entire game, I think, that hits all enemies on screen. Usually you can only attack an enemy species. Burst will just plain do it to anybody. Let's see if this works. Kaboom! Burst won't always hit all enemies on the field, but it certainly makes stuff like that easier. And, yeah, I got out of that with less HP than those stupid onions would have taken off. So that was actually a rather advantageous thing to do for that fight. Going over to the west, scary ghosts hang out in big tree hole. Drill visitors options. Well, let's go check it out. I want ghost hangout. I want to go to a dead man party. But nope, we're kind of closed off here. But one came through the thing. Also, Airy Bunny, not too particularly scary. Not give me a lot of experience either. I want to get one more level up before I go on to the next one. 5 is probably as good as I can ask for at this point. Otherwise, any further grinding sessions would just take way too long. Alright, let's see if I can pull off the burst thing again. It's not advisable to do it over and over again, but I do take less damage than if I were to just try and fight these guys. See if burst works again. Yeah, see, it missed 2 of them. Still, it's pretty good if I took 3 out. I think, though, that means I lost like a grand total of 10 HP. So yeah, I can get hit pretty damn hard by one of those stupid things. And we got a nut and a couple of money, a little bit of experience, and a tiny gear. We have one more along this route. And I'm going to use a nut to recover. And I believe the last one is over by that tree over there. And we have one other thing I can show off before actually going to Madrill. But first... I believe there's a tiny gear right outside. Yeah, this is about the point where they start not giving off a lot of experience, which is another reason why 5 is about it. But we get our another tiny gear. And we have one more little thing that we can do. I don't know why it was blue earlier and red now, but... we have this very strange island. These are called stone circles. And, yeah, they can warp us back and forth between destinations. Hello, lady. Also, the initial time I read this, it was, "Welcome to the Isle of Wop Wop," in monotone. Also known as Traveler's Island, it connects to all over the world from the stele, in monotone. If you are to continue to travel, you will have to frequent this place, in monotone. See you again, if fate allows, in monotone. Yes, I'm fully aware that it was supposed to be said in monotone, and they couldn't do that here, but, I do think it's still hilarious. So this one will take us right outside of Madril, if I take this one. Loading takes a while sometimes. It's never very long, it just is very frequent. And look where we are, we're on the other side of the map. Which is fine for me, because I need to go back to the other side of it, and that will give me a little bit more time to grind. And whatever ghost we encounter is what ghost we encounter. Right as I charge right for one. Deliberately. So yeah, we'll just make our way back to Madril. Or over to Madril because it's our first time going there. But we've collected everything, so I can skip over a variety of these little side paths. I'm also trying to see if Stan will actually come out. He occasionally does. And it's an amusing thing, so I want to show it. I'm sure it'll happen at some point, but... yeah, it's kind of slow. It comes out kind of randomly. I think there are certain things that trigger it more often, but I have no idea what they are. Also, we're getting a tiny bit of money. I was at 800 and something, and we're almost about to go back over 1,000. So let's head up over here. Oh, you'll also notice 3 colors of ghosts. If I remember correctly, blue ones are a little bit more passive and weaker. White ones are kind of in the middle. And red ones are a little bit aggressive and have an increased attack stuff. So, it's kind of negligible right now, because everything will deal about the same amount. It kind of starts to show once you get into the later ones, into later areas. Overworlds and dungeons, they start to get boosts. To the point where I can take on a red ghost pretty easily right now, but there'll be a couple of times in later dungeons where it's just like... a blue ghost versus a red ghost is a difference between do I need to heal now or can I heal later? Like, it gets that bad. Oh, we're halfway to the level up at least. It is taking a little bit longer than I would have thought, but I'll dawdle around at the entrance of Madril if I absolutely have to. Give me more cows. Or another ghost. Whoop, bunny got a hit in before I could do anything. Alrighty. Alrighty. Over here. Oh, and by the way, the chapters won't all be so short as Chapter 1 was. 2 encompasses at least 2 bosses, I think. Maybe 3. Or maybe it's only 1, but it takes a while to get there. There's 1 or 2 of these that are like actually like decent length. And apparently my phone has decided chat does not want to work. So I still can look at the screen, but it may take me a little while longer to pay attention to it. So I apologize in advance. Excuse me. We're almost there, but I would like another ghost to come out. Actually, wait. Okay, yep. I've gotten all my tiny gears. Scattered everywhere. There are a lot to collect. No shit, there are 32 of them. Oh, here's another cow. That helps. Oh, and he only deals 5 now. He was doing 7 or 8 earlier, so that is a somewhat significant decrease. Again, though, because the attack power is kind of low in the beginning of the game, doesn't really matter too much.